Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I'm hoping that you are doing great today. I'm your host and present hygiene stories. There's something that I want to talk about. For the longest time, people spread lies and stereotypes that are really, really not good lies. And sometimes it's so shameful to have certain kinds of discussion. But at the end of the day, we need to correct what is wrong and applaud what is right. Understand that we cannot support what is wrong any day, anytime, whether it's a white person who does it or whether it's a black person who does it, right? But at the end of the day, we want to educate each other about everything that is happening around. So fast forward, there is this white woman that is going out there trying to say how black people don't take care of themselves after they get out of washroom. And she goes ahead and explains that, black people are, stinking and, something like that. But all I want to say is that if you're a person who really understands history, if you're a person who have gone to the social media and have heard all those confessions that white people come out and have in their culture about how they, perceive hygiene and all these factors, it's going to change your mind about how this woman thinks because she definitely insulted black people. Funny thing is that she doesn't have an idea what people who look like her say about their race. Brothers and sisters, this is something that backfired really badly because black people came for her and she was cold about the truth. And brothers and sisters, I just want to let you watch the video and then I'll be back. I'll be sharing my thoughts in regards to this. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, join the membership, and really get to see what I can offer you. I'm your host and presenter hygiene stories, and I'm hoping that you are doing great from whatever you're watching me from. Because, such kind of topics, we can't just let them slide. Because at the end of the day, there are a couple of lies that are going to be sprayed about black people. But we need black people that stand on the ground. I mean, we are not fighting to be right, but we are fighting to let people know the truth. And that's the truth. Because so many times white people have proven how they perceive hygiene, soap, bathing, changing their inner garments and everything. We have seen them confess. But what this white woman is coming out and saying is so much diabolical, brothers and sisters. So just want you to watch this video and then I'm going to be back and then I'll be sharing my thoughts in regards to this. Right? So stay tuned.
I'm tired of black women coming on this app and being like, white people don't shower, white people don't wipe their ass, and they don't clean their ass. Bitch, be so fucking for real. Y'all stink so fucking bad. And every time, almost every time, I'll say 7 out of 10 times, if you go into a restroom after a black woman, there is a shit stain on the back of the toilet seat because y'all don't wipe your asses good. You stink. Your hair that you don't wash every day. We wash our hair every day, you dumbass. Your hair stinks so fucking bad. You stink from the waist down because you don't wipe your ass properly.
Well, hello there. That forehead makes you look like the first person to squeeze their way out of a non-human Neanderthal coochie. She got pregnant by your father, a freaked out Caucasian cave dweller who couldn't get no human woman coochie. So he saw that the Neanderthal women had boobies and coochie just like the human one. And he said, close enough. And here the fuck you are. How can you sit there with non-human DNA and be racist to full-blooded humans? You don't even really go here. And we know that y'all wash your hair every day, getting it nice and clean just in case a couple of lice would like to create generations of themselves in y'all's hair. And you had the nerve to post this heavily filtered picture that flattened your forehead and slimmed your actual wide face. It even gave you an upper and bottom lip. Your lips are shaped like a Tupperware container with the wrong size lid on top. I guess having such a thin upper lip makes it easier to shove food down your gullet to make you be shaped like the Pillsbury Doughboy. I saw your video about 5 days ago, and ever since I've been waking up mad as hell at God to create a woman who is racist by looking the way she does. Being racist and strong, foreheaded, ugly is crazy. And you forcing yourself to be racist because there's absolutely nothing on you that even hints towards superior. Not your blubber body, not your thick browed forehead or your Disney villain eyebrows. Not your hair that is saturated in your naturally body-made oil. And y'all take showers every day? We know that's a lie. But either way, it's a waste of water, really, because you're just standing there and rubbing soap on your body with your hands. And we don't know how to wipe our ass? We use like 2-3 washcloths, African net sponges, to wash our entire body every day, sometimes twice a day. Y'all are apparently cleaning y'all ass with your hands in the shower and letting the water drip down your legs to your feet. And I know you lying about a black woman shitting and leaving shit on the back of the toilet seat, because one, black women don't even shit in public. And we're taught to put toilet tissue around the entire toilet when we go to pee and still squat to pee in that toilet. The toilet tissue is a just in case. Y'all the ones is going in there putting y'all asses on the bare toilet seat and then walking straight the fuck out of the bathroom without washing y'all hands. And then y'all had the nerve to invent handshaking. I don't know how COVID spread around the country so fast. I do. Y'all think hand sanitizer is a replacement for actually washing your hands. And we stink about 25 minutes after y'all go into the shower and do a whole bath. Y'all be smelling like a overpacked dog shelter. And y'all basically sexually assault y'all's dogs. Putting a piece of food in your mouth so the dog will come eat it. Like y'all on Lady and the Tramp Disney movie. You mad that who may be considered the least attractive black woman in our entire community looks 30 times better than you ever will. Let me just put it this way. If you were a princess who pricked a needle on a spinning wheel that was cursed by a witch to make you fall asleep eternally, unless you received a true love's kiss, I'll be honest with you, that curse would never be broken. You'd just be laying there in a glass coffin, overgrown grass all on it. The forest has covered it. People forgetting where it is. What I'm saying is, you don't really have the luxury of being racist. You have much more serious problems to attend to. You have the face of a mother that will put you up for adoption. Immediately. You take one look at you at the hospital and walk clean the fuck out. And you'd be in foster care and couples would come to select a child to take home. Y'all are standing in line and they would walk up and pass you and give you one of these. The white people smile used on you as they walk away to the next child. There'd be collections of pictures of you at the foster care place, just showing you growing up till you eventually turned 18 and you get on 23andMe or Ancestry and do a blood test to find your family and you get a match. Your uncle on your mother's side. Y'all meet up and do the tradition of all you uncolored folk. Settle down and have your great niece and also first cousin child together. Anyway, take your morbidly obese forehead, your flat, greasy, shit-colored hair, and look at a full-length mirror and accept the reality that even being white does not cancel out all of that. You worse than a nigga to white people. Let me say it like this. The mustache man will put your ass with the Jews if you don't know. He don't want that type of shit in the gene pool. He's what he was talking about.
There was a white woman on here who said she's sick and tired of black women talking about how white people don't wash. Talking about how white people don't wipe their ass, which I don't recall that. I feel like that's a self-tell. But then she's like, black women smell so bad. They stink so bad. I myself am wondering what side of social media she's on. Because the side I'm on, white people have been volunteering this information. There was a podcast where they were talking about not washing their legs and just letting the soap run down. White people told us about bath days. We wouldn't have known. Don't believe me? See for yourself.
I don't say we avoid bathing, but we bathe very rarely.
Oh my god, I'm so happy that you're talking about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember being told that I didn't need to shower today because we had swam at the lake. I remember being told that shampoo is fine because it runs down, it washes everything.
Wash your legs in the shower? No.
No.
I do it if I have like plans.
We are not the source of this information. We're only relaying.
And coming on this app and be like, white people don't shower, white people don't wipe their ass, and they don't clean their ass. Bitch, be so fucking for real. Y'all stink so fucking bad.
So the only person who would be so offended by this topic is someone who refuses to clean themselves. Bathless, what's good? There seems to be a community of these white people. And if you don't believe me, roll the tape.
I shower every day. The overarching reason is I don't like showering.
Exhibit B.
I don't wipe my so I do get yeast infections more often than most people.
Exhibit C.
Wash my hands. Oh, I was gonna say that too.
Keep it going.
Then I end up showering every day until I somehow enjoy it.
Exhibit, I have no clue anymore because there's too many of y'all.
When I was back in France, I would shower maybe once a month.
Oh, and it don't stop there.
I took a shower for the first time in, as I said, 2.5 months yesterday.
But be so for real. Who gets defensive about hygiene? You either take care of yourself or you don't. It's that simple. The only people catching feelings are the ones who know the shoe fits. If it doesn't apply to you, you're not bothered. You're not pressed. You hear it and you keep it moving. Because it's not about you. Please keep your funky, crusty, dusty, white ass over there and get out of my face with this.
Are there actually people who shower at night before bed and then shower again in the morning when they wake up? Now, I don't know if people write these things to troll. I don't know. But let me tell you something. Once I pooted in my drawers, coughed in my sleep and peed a little, fought the devil with hot flashes and night sweats, and slobbered on my pillow, I am taking a bath first thing in the morning. Listen, I get musty between naps. As a woman that's in perimenopause, almost 50, let me tell you something. Sometimes I can feel the sweat going down the crack of my tail. I have fought demons all night. Well, at least it feels like that with my hot flashes. But if you've had a hot flash, you understand. But yes, and sometimes I'll take 3 baths. I'll take 3 baths. Because especially if I wake up and I gotta drop a deuce. Listen, I don't know what everybody else do, but to answer the question, yes, ma'am. I take a bath in the morning and I take a bath at night. And it could be 3 or 4, considering the circumstances, okay? Yeah. Chime in. Y'all take 2 baths, y'all take 1 bath, y'all take no bath, 1 bath, 2 bath, no bath, 2 fish, one on the box.
This discourse talking about how white people don't know how to wash themselves is really fascinating to me, and so I want to share my experience about how I actually learned how to wash and what it looked like in my white supremacist Mormon household growing up. Now, I always had washcloths available to me. They were always under the sink. It wasn't really enforced or taught. It was always in the bathtub. And it seemed like there was just kind of like one in there and then we'd change it every week. I was never touching it. I don't know if my siblings were touching it. I know when we were younger, we'd play with it in the tub, but when it comes to washing, the grossest thing that still grosses me out to this day thinking about it is how we would share bathwater. I had 4 siblings, we'd all share bathwater. When we were younger, it was either like 2 and 2 would go, or like after we'd each go in the last person's bathwater. The grossest thing was my older sister. We're 22 months apart. She sometimes would shower with my younger sister, and when she was like 9 or 10 years old, our youngest sister came to us and told us that, hey, there's yellow stuff in the bathwater. And my older sister tooted. And we're like, what? We ended up getting out of my older sister that she was peeing in the bathwater. Now, mind you, me and her are 22 months apart. We shared bathwater my entire childhood. I always thought we were clean until 2005 when I moved to Atlanta. White people don't talk about cleanliness. White people don't talk about cleaning themselves. White people don't talk about lotion. White people don't talk about their hair nearly to the scale that the black community does. I went there and I was dumbfounded by how much they held each other accountable to their appearances. Nails, hair, everything pristine all the time. And my mom, I felt like, was very much like that growing up, but it felt like this was like up like 10 notches. So that's kind of where I learned most of the things you should be doing, like moisturizing after you shower. I learned that in Atlanta.
So this lady, she got tired of all this shit, and she was addressing because she goes,
can we please stop telling people that we don't shower? Because some of us do actually shower once a day, sometimes twice a day.
Could you not tell people that we don't shower? Because I shower at least, once or twice a day sometimes if the water feels good.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You can say what you want about social media, but sometimes social media, if you use it the right way, you get the best shit. I made some videos about white people not washing with washcloths and stuff like that. You see this right here? This is a washcloth. This is how you wash yourself. This shit picks up all the dirt. And I have some white friends that don't wash every day, which is insane to me. I can understand if you're if you're at home and you're just like lounging around, you haven't left the house, you haven't showered, different. But there's motherfuckers that put their clothes on over the dirt from the day before and go into society with their dirty, funky and mingle with people, and they won't wash. I remember when I was in France, and they was like, "You wash every day? No, impossible, no fire." What? What do you mean you don't wash every day? Are you out of your fucking mind? I don't know who this lady is, but you look like you did not shower before you made that video. What she didn't add was you didn't add the washcloth in there, so I don't know if I believe that. I want somebody to make a video going, "Hey, hi, I'm a white dude. I just want to let you know, washcloth, dude. You hit the asshole, you hit the pits, and I'm out of here."
I sent it to the group chat, and I was like, I remember just saying something like, ew, like I shower every night, like I think it's gross if you don't like clean yourself every day, something like that. Oh boy, was I attacked? Yes, I was attacked. I was the bad guy. I was the bad guy. The responses I got to that message went a little bit like, what do you mean you shower every day? You're only supposed to shower 2 to 3 times a week. What do you mean you use a washcloth? That's super damaging to your skin. I just use my hands to wash myself. I shower once a week and I'm still clean. Okay, but I have a swimming pool and I use it a lot, so that counts. So I don't really have to shower that often. So yeah, unfortunately these claims are very
It's too early for this shit. Get ready with me while I get ready for a doctor's appointment. I want to address whatever this myth is that's going around right now. I've seen way too many TikTok videos on white people don't shower in the winter. And being a white woman, I think it is my duty to clear some things up. I've never heard of this myth of white women not showering in the winter. Now,
I will address the fact that I have heard of white women not washing their hair. My hair had a keratin treatment done a week ago. I wouldn't say keratin, maybe not keratin. Cholesterol. I did a cholesterol treatment a week ago because I came back from Disney World and for some reason Florida water turned my hair into straw like Fiero. And my daughter's hair turned into the same thing. So we sat around and did a cholesterol treatment last week. And I'll be honest, I have washed the top. See, that's nice and clean. I have washed the top. I have not washed the bottom. Because I am attempting to keep every piece of moisture left in my hair in this ice storm so that it doesn't end up poofing up like Marie Antoinette's wig. But I will tell you, there are way too many videos going around talking about how white people, men, women, do not shower in the winter. Some people even sitting there saying it's cultural. Let me tell you something, it is not. It is just fucking nasty. I don't know if y'all have seen that Hello Kitty ew video. I would be so fucking embarrassed. I swear to God, I would never leave my house again. So trust me, it is 17 degrees this morning, and I have a doctor's appointment, and I got up, and I washed this. Is this bigger than the average Joe? Yeah. So I have to wash this. Anywho, I hope y'all have a wonderful Monday out of school, again, here in Ice-Mageddon. See you later, peace, bye.
Hygiene is cultural. And this is a topic that I've been talking about for a little bit over a year now. That certain people in certain cultures are socialized to believe it's okay to be funky and not wash.
How many times a week is the average person showering? Because I understand you're only supposed to wash your hair like 2 or 3 times a week. And so I probably wash my hair once to twice. I shower about twice a week.
Wow. And while some of you may argue that this is not a cultural thing, while everyone doesn't have the same level of cleanliness, we're not arguing over whether we should use a washcloth or a loofah.
Do you use a washcloth? No, me either.
I think disgusting.
Am I scrubbing my body with a washcloth?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I know. I think we're.
That is like a UTI waiting to happen.
I think we're in the minority.
Use washcloths?
I think so.
Like for their body?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, what are you washing your butt with?
My hand.
Yeah, we were talking about it the other day.
Washcloth. No washcloth.
Washcloth.
Oh no.
I
think it's
it's just different. All hands on.
You won't find many of us coming on and saying we don't wash certain body parts like our feet or our legs.
What kind of psychopath washes your feet?
What?
Travis, don't act like you wash your feet.
I'm not washing my feet every time, but I wash.
Visible dirt on them, I'll scrub the dirt off. I don't even touch my feet. Why the fuck would I wash my feet?
I'm not black. I'm not gonna wash my legs and feet.
A shower. Yeah. I put soap in my bits, in my underarms, and that's all. My upper back has never been washed. The only time I wash my legs is when I'm shaving. But you don't use soap when you I don't.
Or that feet are self-cleaning.
I don't wash my legs in the shower. No, I don't wash my feet in the shower. Feet are self-cleaning.
What's going on? Y'all are going to jail! Period!
Or whether we should be washing every day or once a week.
Human beings aren't meant to wash up every single day, their whole bodies. They're just not.
See, you have lost your mind. You have lost your mind.
Or whether kids need to be changed and washed. Kids, which are some of the dirtiest animals to ever roam the earth.
My children probably bathe maybe once a week. Because why would you need to? Why are they dirty? Once a week. If it's once a week, like now they swim. We have a pool and they swim in the summer, so I guess we call that bathing. So it's.
You won't find other people from other cultures coming online and being proud about the fact they don't bathe, and then making it seem like we're all crazy for saying, "Wow, why aren't you washing your head, your face, your body, your legs, and your feet?"
Wash my hands.
Oh, I was gonna say that too.
I don't care. I'm done. I'm done hiding it.
Why do girls have to wash it? We don't touch nothing.
We don't even touch nothing.
I get when you take a shit, wash. Like if I'm in a public restroom and there's people in the stalls, I will even after I pee go to the sink, wash the water, like pretend run the water, pretend I'm washing my hands.
The socialization of cleanliness for white people is cultural because it's been passed down from Europe to everywhere they settled on this earth, that they are inherently clean and we are not. I have lived in a few developing nations that are extremely poor. And if there's one thing I know for certain is that brown and black people, no matter the poorest of the poor, will wash in a river if they need to. Their kids will look clean and proper going to school. We will not be funky.
How often are you guys bathing your kids? And the majority of you are doing it every night. I don't think that's necessary. How often do I bathe my kids? Once a week. They're just not dirty. If we're bathing more than once a week in the winter, it's for entertainment purposes.
Chalk it up to them coming from cold environments so they didn't wash frequently. But we're in America now. You need to wash. Everybody needs to be washing their body.
You do not have body wash in your house.
No, haven't for years.
If I went over to your house,
you would see shampoo, conditioner, no body wash.
Wait, so you use shampoo?
Yes, every month or so. Every morning I get in the shower, I get under the water, wet the hair, wash the face.
With what?
With water.
Malacek, has a girl ever seen your shower and been like, "Where's the?"
Yeah, a couple times.
Hell yeah.
Well, actually, in New York, I did buy some stuff, but I emptied it out and I just had the bottles in there.
More than twice a week. More than 5 times a week. At least do 5 times a week. Oh no.
I made the conscious decision to stop washing my hands. I think when I was in college. Was it college for you? I don't know. That's when I remember it, because one of my good friends from college also doesn't wash her hands, and it was like how we had that bonding experience. One day I was like, I'm just not gonna wash them. She was like, I'm not either. I don't wash my hands.
I don't really trust people that wash their hands because, well, one, I don't think it does anything to actually wash. It doesn't do anything to actually wash them.
I do wash if I go number 2.
They didn't used to wash them back in like way back in the day when they didn't have, and you would go to the bathroom out in the outhouse. Nobody washed their hands then, and there was less diseases.
I sometimes, like, when my roommate's home, I'll have to like turn the water on because I'm like, I don't want them to think I'm like disgusting.
I'll like text. I'll like turn the water on and like take a text break
No,
and be
literally,
like,
I'm like, When you're at work and someone that you know goes into the stall, you're like, well, I guess I'll fake washing my hands now.
We're always in the bathroom with Kate, and I'm always like,
we also don't shower.
The hand washing. I thought that was going to be like, everyone was going to be like, thank you for speaking your truth, queen. Everyone's like, you're fucking disgusting. That is gross. That's gross. And I'm like, and I posted a video yesterday. I was like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, you say that, I had to delete it. I was like, you're really saying in the comfort of your own home, you wash your hands after you pee? No, you fucking don't. All the comments are like, yeah, I fucking do. I'm like, damn. Yeah. I really thought they were going to be like, yes, queen.
And like, I think about like, do my roommate see that? Does she think I'm just
Don't
making
you think
germs
everyone thinks you're
everywhere?
gross
Yeah.
now? It's just like, I just when I'm peeing, I'm just not washing.
That's one thing we don't like, but we lost friends over this though, so I get it.
I have gotten, the more I've realized that like white people do not bathe A, properly, or B, enough. And then when I saw that video of that woman and she was like, I don't bathe my kids every day or whatever, I was just like, what are we doing? Because it's so insane. I am white, okay? But I grew up in a wash rag household, okay? Clean wash rag every time you shower. You use antibacterial soap to clean your body, and then you use body wash afterwards to like add smell. And you bathe every single night before you go to bed, and then you wash your hair every single night too. That's just like what we did. And there was no like outside clothes on your bed. Like it I just don't understand that. And so as an adult, I realized that so many white people do not do this. They do not do this. They use the same loofah for like 8 months, and they don't use antibacterial soap in the shower. They just use body wash. So they're not washing any of the stinky ass bacteria off of them, and then they don't use deodorant properly, and they don't wash their private areas correctly. And it's like, it's insane, because it's like moms like this who are like, oh yeah, you don't need to wash your kid every day, or I'm not falling for that propaganda. It's like, you did not teach your child how to bathe themselves. And this is like a race issue. I'm sorry, it's white people. Like, it is. Because any friend who I've ever had who is not white does not skip baths, does not use only a loofah, like does not only use body wash. Like, everybody else who does not look like me knows how to fucking bathe. So I don't know. Not to have like the clean Olympics or the who's the cleanest of them all, but all I'm saying is there is a common denominator.
Human beings aren't meant to wash up. Haha, look at that. See? Ooh, my eyeball's dirty. Aren't meant to wash up every single day their whole bodies. They're just not. That's how people get ashy. That's how people damage their skin.
Do white people fight a shower? I'm not understanding. What's the point in fighting soap and water? You'd rather have dry skin than get diseases like the bubonic plague, scurvy. I mean, you guys literally came over to America dirty as fuck. You definitely need to be washing your ass. Online proudly talking about how you don't use a wash rag, talking about how you don't really take care of your hygiene, your hair, things of that nature. Proudly. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And at least wash your ass. And the thing is like, there probably are people who take time off from, washing their ass or something like that. To be out here proudly talking about it is weird as fuck. It is weird as hell. You know what I mean? Especially if you outside working in any field. You're sweating, you got dirt everywhere. Yes, you need to be washing your ass. I don't understand it. And it's always white people online, just specifically talking about how they don't take care.
Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you are doing great from wherever you're watching this video from. And as you know, I'm your host and presenter Agent Stories. It is so sad that we have people who go out there and just spread lies, talk about things that they don't even understand, talk about things that are so much diabolical. When we start like just getting into history, you are going to learn and see more about how these people operate, about these people think. Because at the end of the day, their work is always to deflect from the truth. This is something that they do big time. But you realize that they are always trying to deflect the truth and put it back and blame black people for all those deeds that are happening. So many times when we try to look at the history between the history of white people and the history of black people, you understand that hygiene is cultural, right? You understand that the hygiene part is cultural. So many white folks have come out and they have revealed how they don't bathe. They revealed how they don't even use washcloth to wash their bodies. So when it comes to the question, who has the probability of, giving that type of smell that she was trying to talk about, you definitely know the answer. But I'm not trying to dwell on that. What I'm trying to say is that look at the bigger picture. And I think the bigger picture here in everything that is happening right now or in this video, you get to learn that there is so much deflection going on. And I think if you're a person who understands history, you are going to see that this is something that has always been happening with, the white history. Because everything wrong they did, they will always try to deflect from the truth. But hey, somebody needs to inform her. But her brothers and sisters are out there exposing how they usually live. Now, when you talk about hygiene, when you talk about all these things, you understand how it's important that all this is cultural, right? Black people have shown for the longest time, they have proven. And when we date back to history, when we get to look at the history of bathing, it is black people that introduced white folks to bathing. Now, when you talk about civilization and where all these came from, think about it. The first black people, the Moors, if you understand that part of history, the Moors introduced white folks to bathing. The Moors brought about all these civilization that all these group of folks didn't have. But right now, look who is on the internet. Somebody needs to remind her that she has her brothers and sisters that are really shaming them out there. And she really needs to look at it. Because this is just that part of deflection that they are always having. And I was trying to tell you that try to look at the deflection, because we can sample just this part to let you know how throughout the history these people have built their history on lies. Because for everything that she is trying to say, 90% of them are just lies. Because we all know how nasty it can get when white people start to confess how they operate in their houses. Did I forget about that white woman who used to put her garments under a coffee maker in an hotel that everyone consumes? So cringy things that when you hear, you start questioning, like, how is this even possible? How are these people letting this to happen? And then you have this person that comes out and starts saying, this about black people. Start saying that black people are this, black people are that. When they go to the washroom, this is what they do. It's crazy, because we all know that this is a lie. It's really, really crazy. It's a big lie that we are being tried to be sold. I really don't know what to think about this video, because I really find it diabolical. And the bigger picture in it just tries to prove to you how the lies and how some of these white folks are good at deflecting from the truth. It all reveals itself, and it all speaks for itself. And I think you all see what I'm trying to, make sense of it over here. So brothers and sisters, I really don't know where you're watching me from, but I'm hoping that you are doing great from wherever you're watching this video from. As you know, I'm your host and presenter, Hygiene Stories, and always thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching my videos, man. I appreciate everything that you offer me. I'm really, really appreciative of everything. So brothers and sisters, I really don't want to take your time, but I'm hoping to see you on my next video. But until then, peace, love, and harmony. Salute.